the first time I came across Andrew Tate. It was a TikTok clip from the Fresh and Fit podcast. I still remember what he said in that clip. He said that he has his woman make him 2 cups of coffee every morning just so he can throw one out in order to remind her that her services are not valuable and easily replaceable. That if he is going to be out here risking his life for a woman, she must essentially understand how unimportant she is in comparison to him.
One of my chicks, I'd make her make me 2 coffees every morning. She'd make me 2 coffees, and one I would drink, and the other I wouldn't even drink. I'd just leave it to go cold. And she'd say, why do you make you 2 coffees? The second one's just like an insult because you never drink it. You just make me make it because you want me to bring it to you, but you're not going to drink it. And I said, I have to risk my life to protect you. That's my job as a man. And you have a problem making a coffee? Does it matter if I drink it? Does it really matter?
And from that 60 seconds alone, I already knew the dude was bad news. I immediately said, guys like this are not the type of guy you want around any woman you genuinely care about. If you have a daughter or a sister, you do not want men like Andrew Tate anywhere near them. And now, lo and behold, Mr. Tate has self-snitched himself into a fresh set of charges for his alleged involvement with minors.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Now, I could go piece together the videos and clips that I've seen and have talked about before and do some sort of deep dive, but to save us all the time, effort, and energy, I'm just going to play the video that I first saw over on Abba and Preach's channel, as there isn't really much more to be added to it. So grab your popcorn, sit back, relax, and enjoy. And feel free to share your thoughts in the comments.
2 girls have claimed Andrew Tate approached them on social media when they still attended school.
PhD is a pimp and hose degree. So the recruitment process is, you message them on Instagram.
I was contacted by Andrew Tate, the older of the Tate brothers, 3 years ago when I was just 16.
Daria was 16 when she said she received a private message on Instagram 2 years ago from Andrew Tate's account. It read simply, Romanian girl, followed by a strawberry emoji.
What do you inbox the woman? I live in Bucharest, Romania. It doesn't matter if I'm in London, Bucharest, Moscow, anywhere I am. I just say Bucharest question mark, or Moscow question mark, or London question mark. Sometimes, because like I said, intrigue, I'll put a completely pointless emoji on the end. Some cherries, or an orange, or a strawberry.
I asked around to my other friends and my classmates, who were also 15, 16 at the time, and a couple of them also told me they received messages.
So I messaged her, she's like, I'm only 16. I was like, give a fuck. Not about me.
It was a pretty well-known fact that he had kind of a network of young girls.
You know what I mean? It's like, why the fuck would I ref for you? You've got a fit sister who's 16, maybe. Fit sister who's 16, maybe.
Make sure you hide your little sister from him.
Muslims have the best frame on earth. I want a virgin wife at 16 who's going to obey me. That's what I want.
You know, you said it looks like I'm in a teenage girl's bedroom.
Yeah.
To some people, that would be an insult, but to me, I find that quite flattering, to be honest. You know, like, that's exactly what you expect.
I'm fucking all these 15-year-olds.
So they come along and they said, oh, you're a human trafficker. I said, well, I've never transported anyone. I've never kidnapped anyone. I've never restricted anyone. I've never held anyone. They said, no, but you're a human trafficker via the lover boy method. I said, what's that? It's where you pretend to love them. So what, being nice?
Flashback.
That teaches basically how I got girls, how I met girls, how I got girls to like me, how I got girls to fall in love with me to work on webcam for me. Because that's what I did. That was my MO, was find girls, make them love me, and make them work for me. And that's how I got rich.
I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all.
You feel bad or no?
Fuck no. Give you solitary.
I've got my main, I bought Vivian. So Vivian here, that's how it started. I met Vivian in Slovakia. We had a long-term relationship thing. I was living in England. I moved her to England to be with me to start doing my webcam company. So Vivian's been with me 6 years.
So he's been with Vivian for 6 years, right?
Because Vivian's younger, Vivian's like 21.
Vivian's 21. And at this point, he's been a girlfriend for 6 years.
There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends. There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends. From 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen?
Hello everyone, I just wanted to say something about the video that's been released recently about me and my ex-boyfriend Andrew Tate. Andrew is my still great friend. What you guys saw in the video, it's just what we used to do. It was just pure game. He's a great guy. He would never hurt anyone.
There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends.
You don't listen. Look at the camera. Why are you getting hit?
You do the math. I don't want to.
You do the math.
I don't want to.
She was basically 14, 15 when they got into a relationship. That means when did he start talking to her?
When she was 14.
Or earlier. Depending on how long that shit took.
It's like taking the virginity of a really beautiful woman. I get to have this experience and no one else gets to have it again. It is a little bit better, but the real pleasure is in the fact that somebody else would love to have this, and I get it. That's why this is great.
That makes sense. I'll give you that. I agree with that.
When you are in the true abundance mindset of you can have the pick of the crop, you can have the world's most attractive women. I mean, one of my main chicks has 200,000 Instagram followers, and I took her virginity when she was 17. It's an abundance mindset. Yeah. I have so many girlfriends and so many wonderful girlfriends and so many virgins. She was a Polish virgin. Man, it hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
So what? They got money laundering on him now, which we told you guys they were going to do. Why? Because this dude admitted to money laundering. Not because I think so. It's in his own shit. So we did this video a while back. Now I want you guys to see this, okay? Not my opinion about him doing the money laundering. This is him. So Andrew Tate says, you're not stupid, and he's talking to one of the victims. You're not stupid, and you can probably guess how I make so much money. I have to hide what I'm really doing. And the victim says, the webcam? And he says, I've been doing this for a long time with a team of girls working on video chat. The company was fake, but this is how I laundered my dirty money. Some of the girls who worked for me, I use them to do other things, to move money or illegal things, documents, and I will never do that with you. Basically telling the girl. So, what do you think happens? When they grab his cell phone, they look through all the records, they see these texts, what do you think they start doing? They start pulling financial records. They start demanding that banks send them stuff because they think this is part of a criminal investigation. The reason why he got charged for the other stuff and not this until now is because the process for actually finding every detail that they need to confirm the money laundering, because it's part of a larger criminal network. You think Andrew Tate and his 5 subordinates are the only ones getting charged? No, there's other people on the other end of this who are getting charged.
Like I said, man, these guys were never healthy role models for men. At best, they exposed a deep-seated need for masculinity, leadership, and vitriol in society, a contrast to the passive, apathetic, emasculating modern state of living where most men today feel lost and worthless and weak. But a grown man who you wouldn't want around your teenage sister or daughter should not be a man that you idolize. And I have to say, it's also strange to me that most of Tate's fan base and defense have come from conservative folks. This is strange, seeing as the lifestyle that has been glorified by the Tates has been closer to hedonism and Sodom and Gomorrah than it has been to stoicism and biblical conservative principles. I hope y'all can finally see that these guys never really cared about men and men's struggles, at least not until it became a new source of status, influence, and profit. Andrew simply pivoted from making money by selling porn to men to selling courses to men. He simply realized that he could make more money and also step into massive public fame and influence in a way that he couldn't do as a cam girl's pimp working behind the scenes and keeping a low profile. It has always been about the fame, the money, and the power. That's it. And those who fell under the spell are also very likely to be the types who worship such idols. And honestly, the only types of women who will entertain such men will be naive, inexperienced girls or wounded women who are willing to compromise their integrity and values for status and materialism. It is no coincidence that men like this target teenage girls almost exclusively. So let's not pretend it's always natural and healthy. A lot of the time, a purposely targeted age gap is about control and abuse of power. Like that disgraced clown John Zerka said, teenage girls are fun, you don't need to take them seriously, and you don't need much to impress them. Just having a car and your own place makes you like a god to them. Side note, this was also one of my major disappointments with Sadia, a popular psychologist influencer who sat down with Andrew a while back, because she staunchly and publicly stands against age gaps and older men who pursue young teenage women, and yet it seemed, at least in my observation, that she was rather supportive of Andrew maybe even charmed.
All I know so far is halas, because I use it. This is the easiest word, halas.
But let's not get too far into tabloid territory. The sad part about all of this is that even after seeing these videos, there will still be some brainwashed cult members willing to defend Andrew's honor. But I'm sorry, y'all. Even on the off chance that criminal charges don't stick, a lot of character has been exposed. A tree shall be known by its fruits, and all things hidden will be brought to light. It was always just a matter of time, in my opinion, and now it's probably just a question of how much.